On a historic day in April, we return to Duyên Hai District of Tra Vinh Province, formerly part of Cuu Long Province. Since the end of 2021, the nearly 50-kilometer road from Tra Vinh City to Duyên Hai Town has been completely upgraded, being one of 14 urgent transportation projects approved by the National Assembly Standing Committee. The breakthrough in constructing waterland transportation infrastructure has created synchronization, giving a new face to this coastal urban area. When I was young, there was mainly just a dirt road to Duyên Hai. There was one coach that needed a tourist lid and people pushing it to run. When going to schools, most people walked, falling in the muddy dirt road, and had to stay at others' homes temporarily to attend schools. It was very difficult. At that time, there wasn't even a bridge yet. People here grew one rice crop per season, and some households at that time there were still leaf forests, worked in coconut leaf weaving, along with agriculture and fishing. The former Cuu Long Province, today's Vinh Long, and Tra Vinh provinces are connected by the National Highway 53, which also connects old memories of the time. It took 2 days to travel back and forth. Back then, from Duyên Hai to the administrative center of Cuu Long Province, besides traversing long, narrow roads full of potholes, people had to take 2 ferry crossings. After the province was re-established in 1992, Duyên Hai District became part of Tra Vinh Province. In 2015, Duyên Hai Town was established on part of Duyên Hai District's administrative area, designated as a central urban area within the Dinh Anh economic zone in the Tra Vinh Province's southeastern dynamic economic region. Although a young town, only 5 years after its establishment, the economic structure of Duyên Hai Town has seen a positive shift. Accordingly, the proportion of agriculture decreased from 55% to 28%. Industry increased from over 21% to 44%, as well as commerce and services increased from over 23% to 28%. According to plans, by 2025, Duyên Hai Town will continue structuring its economy toward industry service agriculture development, with agriculture and fisheries accounting for 14%, industry and construction making up 49%, and commerce and services contributing 37%. Average income per capita will increase from 60 million dong in 2020 to 107 million dong in 2025. Duyên Hai Town is striving to meet the standards of a Type 3 urban area by the end of 2025. In the town, infrastructure, residential houses, entertainment areas, restaurants, supermarkets, and especially the banking system are developing here, which is a pride of the Duyên people. Regarding transportation, there are 2 key projects. First, the National Highway 53 expansion project, which is also a vital transportation route connecting the regional economy, has been put into operation and is initially showing good results. The deep water channel in the Hao River for large vessels is the second regional transportation project connecting the sea route and providing sea access for several provinces in the Delta. These 2 projects serve as leverage to unlock the economic potential for Duyên Hai Town, for Tra Vinh Province, and the Mekong Delta region. The 2 sea gates of Dinh Anh on the Hao River and Kung Hao on the Chien River experience annual sediment accumulation. In 2009, the Ministry of Transport proposed to expand the Quan Chambo Canal. This route has now expanded 6 kilometers of the How River section, 19 kilometers of Quan Chambo Canal, dug an additional 9 kilometers of Tat Canal to the sea, and 6 kilometers of Sea Canal. The entire project is located in Duyên Hai District, Duyên Hai Town, and Tra Cu District of Tra Vinh Province, and has been operational since 2016. As the specialized force maintaining security and order in the maritime border area, Tra Vinh's border guard implements immigration control for people, vehicles, and goods passing through the channel, as well as across borders and seaports. The unit also helps to avoid and respond to natural disasters, as well as conduct search and rescue operations along the maritime boundary. The central government has also invested in and developed key national projects in the coastal border areas of the province, such as Duyên Hai Thermal Power Plant, route for large tonnage ships to enter the How River, then an economic zone, along with 2 fishing ports, Lang Chim and Din An, which can accommodate hundreds of vessels of varying sizes. The provincial border guard command focuses on the procedures for checking, controlling, registering, and verifying people, vehicles, and goods entering and leaving the country, ensuring political security and social order, while creating favorable conditions for organizations and individuals coming to do business in the province's seaport area, helping them feel secure in investing and implementing projects in the province's maritime border area. From the East Sea, vessels can dock at Tra Vinh, opening opportunities for goods transportation from the entire Mekong Delta region to international markets. In July 2019, Tra Vinh Province began construction of the Din An General Port Complex project in Gian Theng Commune, Duyên Hai Town. Currently, 3 wharves have been put into operation, initially mainly serving for loading and unloading goods for the Duyên Hai Thermal Power Plant. According to the Vietnam's Seaport System Development Plan, oriented toward 2030, Tra Vinh Province's seaport system is classified as a local Type 2 general port, including Tra Cu Port, Din An Port, Duyên Hai Port, and the coal receiving hub port for thermal power plants. The Prime Minister has approved the master plan for Din An Economic Zone development until 2030. Accordingly, this is a comprehensive economic zone covering multiple sectors and fields, including industry, trade, services, tourism, urban development, and agriculture, forestry, fishery. Linked to maritime economy, it is one of the economic and cultural centers of Tra Vinh Province and the Mekong Delta region. It not only holds a strategic position for regional and national defense security, but is also an international maritime trade gateway, as well as an important transportation hub for the Mekong Delta and southern coastal region. The Duyên Hai Thermal Power Plant, with a capacity of 4,400 megawatts, is an energy supply unit contributing to the vibrancy of the Din An Economic Zone. The Duyên Hai Thermal Power Company is currently managing 3 power plants, including Duyên Hai 1 Power Plant, Duyên Hai 2 Power Plant, and Duyên Hai 3 Extension Power Plant. The budget contribution to Tra Vinh Province in 2020 to 2021 was about 1,100 billion dong. The company currently has 1,100 employees, of which 54% are the local workers from Tra Vinh Province. The plants must maintain available capacity, following the Ministry of Industry and Trade's planned targets, striving to meet technical economic targets, ensuring employment for the local people and staff. Looking back in time, during the Resistance War, Duyên Hải was one of the important links of the legendary route, the Ho Chi Minh Sea Trail, B20 to Phuoc. To support the Southern Revolution, in July 1959, the Political Bureau decided to open a military transport route on the sea called the Ho Chi Minh Sea Trail. On February 19, 1962, the Central Base for South Vietnam decided to establish Group 926. The Vinh Wharf was managed by Comrade Nguyen Van Sen, Deputy Political Commissar Group 926. In preparation for receiving military equipment, the Vinh Provincial Party Committee urgently built wharves and wharf clusters. Cluster 1 is located in the Vam Rach Co. Lagi area. Cluster 2 is located in the Phuoc Thi, Ho Tao, Cao Lao, Lang Woc area. From 1963 to 1966, Vinh received 16 shipments with 680 tons of weapons. The Con Tao Wharf, with its 10 shipments, was a strategic location that played a pivotal role in the eventual liberation of the South and the reunification of Vietnam. Today, Con Tao weapons receiving wharf relic area built in Con Trung Hamlet, Trong Long Ho Commune, Duyên Hải Town, is recognized as a National Historical Site. The Party Committee and Command Board of Duyên Hải Town has been focusing on traditional education in recent years in order to educate cadres and soldiers about the tradition of their homeland, about the military's and armed forces traditions, enhancing awareness of the armed forces image during combat and unit mission implementation. In accordance to the Vinh people, after the war, Duyên Hải had nothing but its people and empty hands. With their intelligence, the locals have rehabilitated and rebuilt their homeland, replacing former gun emplacements and bomb craters with a new form featuring shrimp farms and state-invested projects, driving the economic development. On the fields of yesteryear, the land not only brings high-value aquatic resources, but also contributes green energy to the nation. Vinh presently has 5 wind power projects with 79 turbine towers and a total investment capital of more than 16,000 billion dong. The projects will operate to provide about 1,200 million kilowatt-hours of electricity per year, contributing to ensuring the national energy security. The V1 to 2 Wine Power Plant, belonging to Trong Than Vinh Wine Power Joint Stock Company, is built in Trong Long Ho Commune, Duyên Hải Town. The plant has been active since October 2021 with 12 turbines and an annual electrical output of around 168 million kilowatt-hours. It is estimated that the annual revenue is about $16 million, equivalent to 368,400 billion Vietnamese dong. Total workforce is 19 people, of which 12 are local workers. Average income is from 8 million dong upward. Since beginning operations, the company has prioritized the use of local labor to improve the lives of the local people. In addition to promoting maritime economic growth, the Wind Power Project establishes a new destination, FOR Marine Ecotourism, in the province. During holidays and Tet, this place becomes an attraction, drawing many tourists for sightseeing and photography. Ba Dong, one of the few beloved coastal beaches in the Mekong Delta, stretches over 10 kilometers and is developed for tourism. Since 1945, the French built a resort in Trong Long Ho for authorities to relax and swim. Today, this area is the focus of a chain of tourist destinations, including Truc Lam Zen Monastery, Con Tao Weapons, receiving wharf relic. The Ba Dong Beach tourist area is currently being further invested in and expanded to become an attractive destination for domestic and international tourists. In the coming time, Green High Town will focus on the following main economic solutions. First, attracting investment, calling for investment in marine economy sectors, seaport logistics services, marine tourism, aquaculture and seafood processing, wind power projects, and solar power. Second is mobilizing all resources to invest in infrastructure construction, aiming to create an integrated transportation system, connecting regions, facilitating goods trade for the economic development. The third is that the locality is also very interested in the development of human resource quality, especially the high quality human resources available in the locality. Visiting Duyên Hai today, you'll see the wind turbine fields on the East Sea. It's hard to believe this was once the downstream Mekong region with some of the most challenging transportation infrastructure in the Mekong Delta. The Tasi Gates, Din An and Kung Hao, sharing the same Mekong River water, mark memorable milestones after 30 years of provincial re-establishment. Major roads today give the people and land of THVL new opportunities to join hands in building and developing an increasingly prosperous homeland.